Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
Hello and welcome into the WHKY News. Today is Monday, the last day of September. I'm Ralph Mangum. The WHKY News is on over-the-air TV on channel 14.2, and you can find us online at WHKY.com and on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, we do want to let you know that WHKY is an official collection point in partnership with the Catawba County United Way. Drop items off at 526 Main Avenue Southeast in Hickory, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. For more information, contact Station Manager Linda Long at 828-485-5550. WHKY's Ariana Mack will have more information later in today's newscast in the Community Focus segment. Ariana also has this report on the coordination of relief efforts at the Hickory Regional Airport.
Food, water, and other important supplies that are needed during this time are arriving in Asheville and then being airlifted by the North Carolina National Guard to counties within western North Carolina. Here in Hickory today to tell us more, a supplies coordinator about how pilots are coming from everywhere to get supplies delivered where it's needed.
Hi, I am Reagan Rowland. I'm with the efforts here at the Hickory Regional Airport for western North Carolina. What we are doing right now is we're pretty much mobilized as far as helicopters in the sky. What we do need is donations either to the United Way, Tate Boulevard in Hickory, or the Conover Fire Department. We cannot take any more donations here at the Hickory Regional Airport. Needs are baby formula, diapers, infant to elderly, obviously non-perishable foods, wipes, toilet paper, anything you can think of that's immediate. But as far as the Hickory Airport, we're good here now. I would say United Way, Tate Boulevard, and Conover Fire Department.
And as far as it comes with the pilots that are arriving here at Hickory Regional Airport, where are they from and where are they headed?
I'm going to tell you right now, I've never seen anything like I've seen the last 48 hours. I have had, I'm going to get emotional, I have had pilots show up out of nowhere and just say, where do you need me and where do you want me to go? And we've just given them locations, literally, here's an address, and they've landed their helicopters and took in supplies. We did have a drop from a wonderful company called Hilo Air out of Virginia. They sent 4 pilots, no calls, no nothing, and these guys have just been running all day. They saved a life yesterday with dropping insulin in Little Switzerland. So I've got pilots from all over. I've got a pretty famous helicopter pilot came in from Texas. I've got a guy coming from New Jersey. He'll be coming in the next day with supplies, big helicopter, and then he'll run them out.
For much more information and continuous updates about the devastating Hurricane Helene, stay tuned to WHKY.com. I'm Ariana Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Ariana. WHKY's Rob Eastwood reports from Alexander County, where recovery efforts continue following the storm. He caught up with someone who assisted with an issue on the lake.
Alexander County has made significant progress in its recovery efforts from Tropical Storm Helene. Many of the roads that were initially closed have reopened and power has been restored to a large amount of customers who were initially without electricity. Havoc was wreaked on Lake Hickory, and I had a chance to catch up with Robert George, who is the sales manager at River's Edge Marina, Docks Marine on Lake Hickory. And you did actually, the boat that's just behind us, we'll get a shot of that and show the folks. You brought that out and you helped with some of the cleanup, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We were out Saturday afternoon, especially near the bridge with some other folks trying to get docks and boats cleared out before any more damage occurred. Some stuff made it under the bridge. We towed some docks back up towards the 127 bridge and tucked in some coves off to the side.
When something like this happens, I'm sure you were watching the forecast. Are there preparations that you start to make, say, maybe last Wednesday or Thursday?
We did. We were watching, checking our docks, our connections that keep our docks in place, double checking our storage customers' lines, make sure everything was tied up well. Just overall, just doing inspections and keeping an eye on addressing any issues before the surge came in.
At the height of the storm, 174 roads remained closed in Alexander County. By Sunday night, that number was down to 7. One of the roads that remained closed was the North Carolina 16 South Bridge at Oxford Dam, and that was to remain closed until the North Carolina Department of Transportation could conduct a comprehensive inspection. You can go to our website, WHKY.com, for the latest on storm recovery efforts across the area. Reporting from Docks Marine, River's Edge Marina, I'm Rob Eastwood, WHKY News.
Thank you, Rob, and thanks to Robert George for his time today. All area school systems were closed today in the aftermath of the storm. Staff at Hickory High and the Hickory Career and Arts Magnet School have been instructed to work from alternate locations due to a continued lack of power. Burke County schools have announced that they will be closed through Friday of this week, with Thursday and Friday as optional teacher work days. Western Piedmont Community College will be closed all week. Hickory City Schools, Alexander County Schools, and Caldwell County Schools will be closed Tuesday, though it will be an optional teacher workday for all three systems. Lenore-Ryan hopes to resume classes tomorrow. Hickory City Schools' Nutrition Department will provide a grab-and-go meal service through the car rider lines at Longview and Viewmont Elementary Schools from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. Parents can pick up meals for their children aged birth through 18, including both breakfast and lunch. Longview Elementary is at 737 12th Street Southwest. Viewmont Elementary is at 21 16th Avenue Northwest, both in Hickory. As of now, that's for Tuesday only. No decision has been made regarding Wednesday. Interstate 40 remains closed to non-essential travel in the western part of the state. Emergency services are utilizing the interstate to travel into western North Carolina. Anyone who is stopped will be requested to validate their reason for travel. At last report, I-26 remained closed at the Tennessee state line. In collaboration with multiple county and city fire departments, Burke County Emergency Services continues to work to support the safety and well-being of citizens and visitors. A news release from the county says the storm has caused catastrophic impacts across Burke County with widespread damage, power outages, and ongoing rescue operations. Assessments were still being conducted regarding possible injuries and fatalities. At last report, the city of Morganton was still under a boil water advisory, and citizens were asked to conserve water while the system repairs continue. When water service is restored, consumers are advised to boil all water used for human consumption. Water customers are strongly urged to conserve water whenever possible. The advisory remains in effect until further notice. The city of Lenoir provided an update on recovery efforts following Tropical Storm Helene. Lenoir City Hall was open today. City recreation facilities and city parks will be closed until further notice. Garbage collection will be delayed. The National Night Out has been canceled. Unless absolutely necessary, residents should stay home and stay off the roads. As of Sunday evening, there were still many intersections without working traffic lights. If an intersection does not have a traffic light, drivers should treat it as a four-way stop. You can read much more at WHKY.com. A Catawba County crash has claimed the life of a Hickory man. The deceased is 24-year-old Mauricio Diaz Gomez. At about 11:25 Friday night, the North Carolina State Highway Patrol responded to Highland Avenue Northeast at Fairgrove Church Road. A 2013 Hyundai Sonata traveling south on Fairgrove Church Road entered the intersection on a red light and was struck by a 2015 Dodge Ram traveling east on Highland Avenue Northeast. The driver of the Hyundai, Mauricio Diaz Gomez, passed away at the scene. A female passenger and a child were transported by EMS to Catawba Valley Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver of the Dodge, a Lenoir resident, and a juvenile passenger were also taken to CVMC with non-life-threatening injuries. The initial investigation does not indicate impairment to be a contributing factor. No charges will be filed. Certainly our condolences to Mr. Gomez's family and loved ones. It's a very short crime report today, but we do have a rape arrest in Hickory. In local sports, Jason Savage has information on how sporting events in the area have been impacted by the storm. In Community Focus, Rob speaks with Alexander County Public Information Officer Gary Herman on storm recovery efforts there. And Ariana has the details on an effort to organize relief efforts at the Hickory Airport. After last week's devastation, our weather forecast is looking pretty good this week. Upper 70s all week long, maybe reaching 80 once or twice. There's a chance of rain each day, but generally less than a 25% chance. The exception is tomorrow, as the chance of an occasional shower is listed at 45%. Look for some cooler temperatures to move into the region starting Sunday. The latest forecast is always there for you at WHKY.com. I'm Ralph Mangum, and you are watching the WHKY News.